Or was that just one of those days at the office sometimes?
I always pay great credit to the opposition, mate. As a manager, I think Solihull started the game brightly. They got a goal or two, probably a bit fortuitous with the way they've scored. I think we probably aided them and give them a help, but they've dug in and defended and covered every blade of grass for the team, and that's what you've got to do to win football games at any level. You know, today we've had certainly enough penalty box entries and got our best players on the pitch in terms of entries and where we want them to be. I thought Ryan Colclough was excellent. It was his second game back, and I just felt even for our supporters, for as well as he was playing, and by far he was our most potent threat, we just wanted to be careful. He had 60 minutes on last game. He's probably had the guts of 80 today, so I'm really pleased that Ryan's getting them minutes. We bring James Berry on, which is very much like for like, but as I say, today I thought second half we done what we were supposed to do. We got in the areas, we had the chances, we put crosses in the box, we had shots, we had everything, and I just felt at half time if we could get one, that tremendous support we had behind the goal would have got us home. And I said that to the players, they only need a little bit of encouragement now, and unfortunately we couldn't give them it today. So whilst it's not our day today, we say well done to Wingy and his team. Absolutely great result for them, and we move on to the next game, which is Solihull again at home.
Yeah, 2 soft goals to concede early on, wasn't it? Just a bit uncharacteristic.
We won't speak about it, Liam. There's no point, is there? We're not going to start speaking about, you know, negative situations. We probably had majority of possession, majority of chances. You know, they talk about XGs at the minute, don't in football, and I would imagine our XG today was a lot higher than Solihull's. But unfortunately, there's one result in football that counts in the modern game, and that's Solihull 2 at Chesterfield 0. And unfortunately, as I say, we lick our wounds and we go on.
Did you think the Will Grigg goal was onside? I don't know if you've had a chance.
The Will Grigg goal is onside, so it's easy, you know. I just get frustrated at the lines, and when they just tell you it's definitely offside, and some of the feedback, because we're all lucky that we have analysts up there, and like VAR, like referees and linesmen can get things wrong. But we just felt in the game that the linesman at this end was very quickly to put his flag up. Yeah, our mate on the other side was never putting it up, so I'm not so sure the referees have cost us the game. Would that have affected the game? Yes, of course it was. It was a great cross in, and it was a perfectly good Will Grigg goal, but unfortunately it wasn't our day for that.
And it looked like you had a possible penalty shout.
Again, Liam, you have to see it back. I thought it was a dive. My initial reaction was a dive. If it was a dive, I'll be speaking to Kingy, because I don't condone that sort of thing. I want our fans to know if one of our players goes down, it's a penalty. I want our fans to know that we genuinely try our best to do the right things at the right times. The big disappointing thing for me is the sending off at the end, because that's a big moment in the game, and that affects us. The game is gone at that point, and we get no medals or points for what gone on there. And Jamie has a profile which is absolutely exemplary. So for whatever has gone on, I'll always support Jamie and my players. I'm just disappointed now that the likelihood is we lose our captain for 3 games.
That's very unlike him, isn't it?
Totally unlike him. Totally unlike him. All right, mate.
Just one last one. You peppered the goal in the second half. Was it just one of those days where it's saves, blocks?
Doesn't matter. It was quite similar when we come here last year, and we were on a poor run. Joe, this year we've been playing well. Joe, today the team functioned really well at times. King was giving us width on the right, Colclough on the left. We had a solid. I don't think they threatened our goal in the second half at all, but we needed to score. We needed to give the fans that energy that they could lift and believe, because if you get one, you'll feel you'll get 2. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the 1.
Thanks for your time.